Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we're working with the Divi 5 theme again today, as if you couldn't guess from the image there. They've just released 7 blend mode effects. Absolutely free to download, really easy to install and use. I just put this together with one of them very easily, and I'll show you exactly how to download, install and customize them for your own needs. So let's get started. I'll put this URL down below the video. Once you get to this page, you can take a look here, have a look at the video, have a read through if you feel like it. If you want to preview them, there's a table of contents just down below here. Hit that and you can see what we've got going on. I started off with this one right here. I guess I'll use that one again today. But there are several to choose from and they're great fun. So if we go back up to the table of contents, you can hit the download 7 style blend mode effects there. I've got a download button. Initially, you may see a little email field. I'm already signed into my account, so I've got the button. Just pop your email in there. They don't spam you or anything like that. And this button will show up. Once the button shows up, just click on it to download. It'll download to your default download location. So open up your download location. It's going to download as a zip file, so we need to extract it. I'm just going to right click and hit extract here. That's going to give us a new little folder here called styled. If we open that one up, we'll find our JSON files. We got 1 through 5 there. If you want to upload them all or import them all to your site, you can use this last one here that says all on the end there. So once you've got them, take a look at the ones that you'd like. Like I say, I'm going to use number 5 here. To import them, we need to go down to our Divi library. So go down to your dashboard. Once at the dashboard, we're going to go down to Divi. We're going to go down to the library. Here's the one I imported before, blend mode section 5. Let's trash this one and we'll start again from scratch. Great. Now to import, we need to go up to the top here where it says import and export. I'm going to left click on that. We want to import, so I'm going to go down to where it says import here. I'm going to drag my file over here, or you can hit choose files and navigate to your default download location if you want to. I've got my files right here, so I'm going to select the one I want, number 5 here. I'm going to drag it across, left click, drag, and release it where it says no file selected, and you'll see it says style, blend mode, etc. there. I'm not going to check the import presets here. I'm going to import to Divi Builder Layouts, the blue button, left click. I'm not going to pause this video because this is a pretty quick process, as you can see. It's going to reload the page for us. And there I have it back at the top here. If we look over to the right hand side under type here, it'll tell us it's a section that we've imported. And just to reiterate, if we go over here, it's this one we've worked with right here. Let's go ahead and start a new page. We'll give it a title. And of course, we're going to use the Divi Builder. I'm going to go ahead and build from scratch. By default, it puts in our little section at the top here. I'm not going to need that. I'm going to go ahead and hit little blue plus to add my own section. Remember, it was a section that we imported, so I'm going to add it from the library. There it is, Style Blend Mode Effect Section 5. I'm going to left click on it. I'm going to hit use this section. Now we can get rid of that default section at the top. And there we have it. That's that exact section. But of course, you're going to want to customize it to your own needs. And if we open our layers panel over here, and just hit the little chevron, we've got a row. Hit the chevron again. It's got a column inside it with a heading and a button right there. I'm going to click on the heading module itself. Obviously, you're going to want to change that to whatever it is that you like to say. And of course, you can change the font, the style, anything you want over in design, just like any other module. It's a heading text. They've left it as an H1, which is okay if it's the main page title. You may want to change it to an H2 or something if it's further down the page. But they're using an M+ font. I'm going to switch it to my recently used Anton right there, which is a blocky little font. That's going to work for me. Now the actual image itself, if you want to change that out, that's going to be sitting in this section. If we go into the section, the blue tab right here, or we can go up to the little blue tab at the top here, both will work for you. If we look under content, you'll always find background there. Yeah, the image is highlighted, so if I click on that, we'll see that image. If you want to change it out, just simply click on it. I'd left clicked, and let's put that crazy image in that I had before, that one. Now there was black and white. You may decide that you want to style your background image. That's very easy to do too. While we're still in the section here, we can go over to design and filters right here. If you want it to be black and white, you can take the saturation all the way down. I think I took mine most of the way down, so it had a hint of color right there. And that's pretty dramatic looking to me. Obviously, you're going to want to style yours the way you want to style it. But you can use any of these and style it any way you want. Filters are great things. And if you've got a color in the background, we haven't at the moment, you can pull the opacity down just to pale it out a little bit. I'm going to leave mine just like that. Now the actual text itself that's blending with the background there, they've done that in the column of the row. So if you want to change the blend mode, we need to click on the row either here or over here. It doesn't really matter. You'll see that we're in the row. And again, if we go over to design and filters, I've already got it open. We should see a blend mode down here. Yep, they're using overlay. And you can select any blend mode that you wish. You can select a different one to get different effects going on. That just looks like regular text to me. Let's put it back to that overlay. That seemed to work well. But of course you can use your filters any way you want here too. You can change the brightness of it. You look at the button down below, it's changing the brightness of the text and everything on the blend mode there. To reset, if you don't like something, you can hit the little return arrow there. It'll take it back to how it was. We can invert it, which will turn it white. Get some nice effects that way. Don't really want a sepia. No opacity, obviously, if you want less of the text to be visible, just pull that down a little bit and it'll ghost it out into the background image there. Blur, I probably wouldn't recommend for this because it'll blur out both the text and the image right there, which kind of takes away from what we've got going on here, but you could use that as a horror effect if you wanted to. So just bear that in mind when you're importing these. The actual blend mode that they're using is in the row itself. Now with mine, I made it slightly more dramatic by adding a little parallax effect. Very easy to do. This time I went into the section. In fact, let's get rid of our layers. We don't really need it now. It's a fantastic thing for exploring. If we go into the section, the blue tab, back to our content and our background where our image is, I'm going to use the parallax effect. I'm going to use CSS parallax, which will make it stay exactly where it is. It'll be a fixed background as we scroll up. But I've got no actual scroll movement here. But if we preview on the front end, I've got a big footer and a header, which will enable us to scroll. Now, of course, we've still got a button going on here. To edit the button, just go into the button. You can either delete it if you don't want it, or you can change the text here. And obviously down below is where you put your link in. At the moment, it's doing a homepage link, a dynamic one. If you want to reset it, put your own link in there. Wherever it is you want to take your photos. But these things are really dramatic looking. If we save now and preview on the front end, let's just save this. We'll preview on the front end. And here it is. If I roll up the page, you'll see that that's staying exactly where we left it because it's got that parallax effect on. And we've got that beautiful blended text over the top. And you can come up with some magic things here. Like I say, they've got several interesting ones right out of the box here that you can play with. But you can also upload them, use their blend styles and put your own content in. Very easy. So there we have it, guys. There's 7 blend mode effects, free download for Divi 5. And you'll find this link below the video. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget, Divi 5 is actually in the beta version at the moment. It's being released later on this month to the final version. And it's absolutely awesome. So much quicker to build with than Divi 4 was, and so much faster to load than Divi 4 was also. So I'm really looking forward to getting all my clients up and running on this. I built some personal sites with it. They're working wonderfully, but I'm probably not going to update my client sites probably until version 5.01 or 5.02 comes out. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.